Yo, gang, it's Money Making Monday. I hope y'all finna get out there and get to it today. You know what I'm saying? Every day, but today, because it's Money Making Monday. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you is young watching this, bro, and you stay with your mama, or even if you have old, bro, you could be about 27, and you live with your mama, bro, save up $100K before you move out your mama's house, bro. You can do it. You can do it. I'm trying to tell you. Especially if you like cool with your mama, y'all got a good relationship. She ain't begging you for no bills or nothing. Bro, save you up a large sum of money before you leave. Don't be in no rush to leave your mama's house and you ain't got shit, man. Cause you could really get ahead if you really just stay down, stay focused. Don't be in no rush to grow up too fast, bro. And stack that bread. So when it's time to move out of mama's house, you have enough money, you done invested some money. You feel me? I'm just letting y'all know, bro. Cause if I could do it over, that's just how I would do it. You know, I wouldn't be in no rush to leave my mama's house at what, I think like 19. I left my OG shit. But yeah, that's just a little sauce I'm trying to give y'all, bro. Some little advice. Get your money up before you be in a rush to grow up. But with all that being said, we got Charleston White and Cam Newton, bro. Believe it or not, I used to be a fan of Cam Newton. When they was going on that run and they lost the Super Bowl, I was there for it all. I had the hoodie and everything, bro. I was hurt. And one day I woke up, I was watching football, I don't remember. And I'm like, why am I rooting against the Bears, bro? I'm from Chicago. I want to see my city win. Ever since then, it's been bet down. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn and grow. Because I just felt that was just stupid of me, man. I don't care how weak we is. I'm losing with them. As much as I'm winning with them when we win. You feel me? But, yo, with all being said, let's get into this Charleston White and this Cam Newton series tour. They got 1.6 million in 2 days. Let's go.
Okay, let's just put it like this. And let's come up with a rule. Don't say what you won't say in their face.
Dion. His wife, too.
So you would...
Man, if me and Beyonce had to be around each other for 2 weeks, you right out get her. So he's a Crip rapper, rolling 60, right? Mm-hmm. King Von is a serial killer, documented by the FBI. Who wouldn't say him?
I'm not. Friday, which is hosted by Cam Newton, and I'm over here trying to talk, and you still talking.
You interfering with me and
you
my
don't even love her.
I love my
How you gonna love her and you gonna put your hands on her?
Same reason you whoop your kids and tell them you love them and this why you doing this.
No.
Y'all use weapons. See, I don't fight fair. See,
Come on, man. I really hate previews. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man.
Yo. What are you doing? I'm giving you unbelievable content for the masses. And you just gonna keep it to yourself? Do me a favor, tap that red button right there, subscribe, and it literally takes no time. Try it and see what happens. Yo, what's good? What's poppin'? What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton the son, Mr. Boogie the all, here with another episode of Funky Friday. And I really do promise to give good content for the masses, but most of all, I promise to keep it funky for your asses. Now, boy, oh boy, are we in for a treat today. Boy, I went from possibly losing it to now being on the same page.
Look, I really want to know what really made Cam Newton really get into this shit, G. Because he ran it up. He got 1.3 million views. He been doing this, couple years? I don't think it's been too many years.
It's been DMing and communicating and conversating for months. So long that, bruh, we finally here. You may seen him on social media, entrepreneur, comedian, influencer at its all-time heights. I present the son, introduce the others, Mr. Charleston White.
What's up, man? I like that introduction. Boogie Doll, huh? Mr. Boogie Doll.
Yeah.
It was one thing left out of the introduction.
Talk to me.
I started out on the internet as a frustrated youth advocate.
Okay.
I wasn't an entrepreneur. I was a struggling single dad who financially didn't have the means to put gas in the car every day.
Okay.
But was still working in the community. Because of that struggle and that small time frame of struggling, I evolved into entrepreneurship by way of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But I started out frustrated. So when I came to the internet, I didn't even know you could make $1 off the internet.
Did you know that you could get
So he was bugging up as a frustrated activist. Didn't even know he can get money for bugging up on these motherfuckers.
Financially, I didn't know how to create a business to make any profit from a business. I thought I was supposed to be begging and asking for donations. So the internet taught me a lot, and it helped me to become all those things that you just named.
So really what I do know, and I've told you this while we were talking in anticipation to get you on Funky Friday, behind everything that you say, controversial, agreed upon, or disagreed upon, behind everything that you say, I can agree that there's some truth to what you say.
And a message. I ain't just talking to be talking. I ain't started out trying to be funny. When I was describing post babies with rundown Michael Jordan tennis shoes, I wasn't saying that to be funny. When I was talking about them ghetto with them weaves on their head, riding in the car, patting them head because they can't scratch their hair, and their daughters grow up patting their head because they don't know that's what their mom. So I wasn't saying that to be funny. When I was talking about the siren laying around the house watching them.
Shout out to my cousin, man. Shout out to her, bro. Shit. I think we all pat our head though, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna count. You got that hell. Sometimes you hit that motherfucker because you don't want to fuck your shit up. You feel me? But yo, my cousin be with that shit, bro.
Woman go to work with that good in the bed, but he can't fix no alternator. He can't get no job. He laying around the house, jacking his off on the phone, going outside to hang with a bunch of only to end up in jail by Friday. Yeah, I wasn't saying that to be funny. That was my observation from doing qualitative studies in our community, from community work. So I wasn't trying to be funny. The internet told me I was funny. For one, I didn't know I looked funny. The internet told me I looked funny. Look at his eye. Look at his dread. So nigga, I didn't know I looked funny. I thought I was cute. So the internet shaped this what they see today.
Okay. Well, I must admonish the viewer to understand this. We ain't even 5 minutes into this segment, and we already ruffling some feathers or may. Don't bring your shadow band ass over here to Funky Friday and get my shit shadow band too. But we're gonna have a good time today, because one thing that I do believe in is accountability. One thing I do believe in is making sure that I don't judge, right?
Yeah.
Even though in my religion I love it so much so that it reigns supreme of everything in my life, I think sometimes as Christians we can't have this judgmental attitude.
One of the first things some of the most devout Christians do when you go to church is, where you been? I ain't seeing you. And so when you go, if you go to church and then you don't go to church and you come back to church, the church will make you feel shame in their judgmental approach. Well, where you been? We ain't seen you in a while. So I get it. It's a very, and I wouldn't identify as a Christian, but I have Christian values and beliefs. I believe in Jesus. I believe that he's the Son of God. I just don't take the title as a Christian. Man, I just believe. I just believe.
So what are you?
A believer.
That don't make you a Christian?
No. Because I also like to sin. And most Christians don't admit that they like to sin.
But you do understand that Jesus died for all our sins.
Yeah, that's why I sin. That's why I sin and just say, I pick my sins wisely.
Hey, he dead ass though. He dead ass though. But I'm still surprised he said he even believe in Jesus, because Sean, I think, didn't Sean kind of ask him, do you believe in God? He said no. But I understand. I understand completely, like, where he coming from. So that's why I didn't even really want to touch on, like, didn't you just say? But that shit don't matter. He say, Jesus died for our sins, so that's why I see it. It only makes sense, he said.
Okay, but you know you're not
He said, I ain't let folks die for no reason, you know what I'm saying?
perfect.
I don't want to be perfect.
I think that is true,
But my saying is, most Christians don't admit that they like to sin.
most people can't admit to the sins that they do.
That they like to do. See, some that we do, but we also got some secret ones that we like to do.
But that's everybody. That's not Christians, Muslim, Hinduism. That's just everybody as humanity.
When the FBI studied Malcolm and when they studied Martin, one went and spoke and came back to the hotel and prayed and talked on the phone with his wife, and they don't have no dirt on him. He was Muslim. The other one went and spoke and came back to the room and partied and fucked like a motherfucker in every town he went to. That was the Christian. So it's a difference. One was studied full time.
How you know that though?
Because
see, now you're using my platform trying to bring all this speculation of Martin Luther the King.
Because it's documented evidence. The FBI said that Malcolm X was a saint compared to the doctor. It's very well documented that Dr. Martin Luther King was just like any man. He was a whoremongering preacher. It's documented. Compared to Malcolm, who has no documentation of doing anything such like the preacher. See the difference?
I hear exactly what you're saying, but that doesn't necessarily rectify you not being unknown to your religion. I think.
I don't want to be a religious man. I don't want to be Muslim. I don't want to be Christian. I don't want to be Hindu because I don't pick up the books. I want to be able to grab hold to the spirit.
Yes, sir.
Most of the people who I heard talk the books and can recite the books don't show the spirit. Yeah. They can't access the spirit.
But this is where I can agree with you, but also it's for me to also admonish you to say you use your platform for people to receive the word in your own right. You see what I'm saying?
I don't deliver the word because I don't know the word. I walk with the spirit. My mother and them know the word. I don't know the word. I hadn't picked up the Bible to read the word. I got the spirit because when I wanted the word, I couldn't get the word. I was locked away in a cell and they wouldn't give me the Bible. So for some strange reason, I was able to access the spirit. That's the spirit that Jesus said that will write God's word upon your heart.
And it's crazy though. This is why I like different interviews on different platforms, because he be a different person for who he be for. Like, say Cheese, he give him a mixture, but right now he giving Cam Newton some real shit. Like, this is just about me, you know what I'm saying? But that spirit shit, I feel is stronger than, let's just say, the word shit. Like he's saying, like, you just move by spirit instead of like, you move by what feels right to you, what you truly believe is right, not what somebody making you think is right.
I don't want to be Christian because Christians can't access the spirit. They all got the word. I don't want the word, God. I want your spirit. Because it says with this spirit that I can do greater works than Jesus. There's no Christian I ever heard to say they can do greater works than Jesus. And Jesus himself said that you can do greater works with this spirit. So I don't want the Christian word. Give me that spirit Jesus was talking about that raised the dead, that allows you to walk on water. I ain't seen a Christian walk on water yet.
But isn't that the truth for you to understand and say, yo, I'm going to be what I've never seen?
If you had never seen it, you can't become it. So I watched my mother take care of children. I watched my mother feed people with her word of God. I watched my mother pray to get my grandmother off drugs. I watched my mother use the word of God. Okay, mama, that word worked good enough for you, but I need the spirit. The things that I've gotten involved in and the things that I do and the things that I face, the word ain't gonna help me, mama. I need the spirit.
To that point, take me through this whole background of what we see now and what had the most influence to you becoming what we see today.
Fuck is this goddamn... Fuck. That shit just fucked me up, bro. Fuck is this shit about? I get it though, Cam. I get it.
2 years old. So my mother was asleep. I snuck outside and I was in the laundromat playing on top of a washing machine. And I was jumping up and down, getting ready to jump off of it, but I was jumping hard. The lid popped open, and I fell in, and I broke everything from my waist down. We ended up suing Quick Wash. And the reason we won the lawsuit is one of the reasons why now when you open a lid to a washing machine, it stops. It was supposed to stop, and it didn't. So I broke everything from my waist down. So I had a bone pop out here, a bone pop out here. I had pins in my leg. This is at 5 years old. In a washing machine spinning like this. I pulled myself out and then passed out. Damn. I was in a full body cast from here all the way down with a stick between my legs. So I had to lay flat like this, and I had to learn how to walk again. I was walking in that body cast. They thought it was a miracle. They thought I was a miracle child. I rose up one day in that body cast and started walking with a broken up body. I got the Spirit of God at an early age. So 2 years later after that, I put my right eye out. So I've had 9 eye surgeries. When they used to put that oxygen mask and make a nigga go to sleep, somewhere in the Bible they says to be absent from the body is to be present from the Lord. Whenever you go to surgery, you're absent from your body. In my mind, I vividly remember having dreams going somewhere to heaven as a kid.
So you only have sight in one eye?
Yeah, this is a prosthetic limb. It's a glass eye.
Oh, wow.
So that's from 5 to 7.
Okay.
So I had to learn how to re-walk again.
I didn't even know that shit. I thought it was like, well, maybe, I don't know, y'all tell me, but I thought he had like a little vision in it. So you tell me he ain't got no sight in that motherfucker, bro?
No problem. So I ain't got no hip or nothing. So if I was to stand, I ain't got no hip or nothing. So that's at 5. At 7, so from 7 to 12, I had 9 eye surgeries. So I never really got to go to school. So I had a private tutor. It's things that I remember educational-wise that I don't know how I got this knowledge. They don't teach us about Jim Brown in school. Nigga, I know everything about Jim Brown, the abolitionists. I got knowledge and information but that white tutor, I had a white tutor in the 80s coming to my home to teach me. So I was groomed to be an intellectual. So I didn't really get to go to school to the 6th grade. By the time I got to the 6th grade, I caught a capital murder case in the 8th grade. So I'm an institutionalized baby from medicine, hospitals, to now incarceration. I'm a book-driven baby. I've been reading books all my life. I ain't been outside playing. I ain't played no sports. I've been reading books. I've got a brain full of knowledge. I've been watching television, studying movies and actors.
I'm fucking with this shit because this all the shit I didn't know. So I'm happy that I tapped into this. Like, man, let me see what's to this, bro.
That's how I can act. So what you see now is a product of a system. Nigga, I'm an educational baby. That's why my knowledge and my articulation is what it is, because when I went into the system, I began to read more books. So when niggas were playing dominoes and watching rap videos, I was reading Danielle Steele Love novels. So I'm very charismatic. I'm very charming.
That's what you think?
Yeah. Well, that's how I've been able to get by getting in trouble.
But let me
getting in front of a judge and being able to say, yes, sir, no, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Getting in front of a probation officer, knowing how to make eye contact, sit up straight, look them straight in the eye. All of that was charming things I learned as a kid to get out of trouble.
Out of all those books that you had access to, you ain't never had access to a Bible?
Yeah. I refused to read the Bible because I couldn't, as a kid, I couldn't connect to the language that the Bible wrote. Thou art. My understanding couldn't comprehend that.
Okay, were you?
I try to tell you, bro, I'm not in the Bible, I told y'all, if you watch me, probably, I don't know. But I said that I keep a Bible right here. I'm sad of me. This is my grandma's shit. You know what I'm saying? I keep it specifically because it's my grandma's. But when I was a shorty, I don't even think I was in high school yet, and I opened it and I tried my best to read it, and I just couldn't understand it. So I just said, "This ain't it, bro. This just ain't for me." It just proceeded to just hold the Bible down for all these years, baby.
Coherent to understanding that there were different versions of the Bible.
Yeah, I understand about the council when they introduced Cesar Borgia as the white man with the blonde hair, and they took out pieces of the Bible. So I know the Bible have been dissected to brainwash, to control.
Yes, sir.
So what I did was,
but not more or less that level. I'm talking about the international version.
I understand it, but as a kid, you don't know that.
Yes, sir.
As a kid, you don't know to pick up this book and say, okay, they got a King James version. Okay, you don't know this. All you know is, here, read the Bible. They said, read the Bible. Correct. And you can't really understand what the preacher's saying.
Correct.
But I have a mother who are quoting scriptures. And I'm hearing her say these scriptures, but they're not making no sense. Mm-hmm. All things work for the good of those who love God, is called according to his will and his purpose. Mama, I'm locked up here for murder, and I'm gonna be here for 4 years. How is this gonna work for my good? Well, but she's trying to explain this to me. And I'm saying, man, shit don't make no sense. Mm-hmm. I'm rejecting everything she's saying. For one, most kids reject what their parents teach them, because you think the world know more than your parents. So this ain't making sense, mama. This God that so loved the world that'll give us his son, then why this kid over here get molested if God love us? Where my daddy at, mama, if God's so good? You keep hollering about God good. How he good? How? And so it ain't making sense.
So you don't believe in this scripture, raise up a child in the way he should go?
As a kid, don't know scripture makes sense. I know it now.
Yes, of course.
So, but as a kid, it says train up a child.
Yes.
How many parents are really training? We're raising our kids. We ain't training them. That's why when they get in situations, they don't go to their training to make good choices. Mm. When police get in situations, they go to their training. Their training is to shoot. Shoot. Where? Shoot to kill. Why you didn't shoot him in the leg? Because he was in a situation where he had to fall back on his training, and there's a silhouette where they're trained to shoot center mass. So that's why they don't shoot you in the leg. So what training are we giving our children where they get in a situation where they choose the training? We're not training. We raise our kids. How do we raise them? Food, shelter, clothing. We ain't training these kids. We ain't training these motherfuckers. So we ain't trained.
Hey, he popping it. He popping it, bro. I like how Cam Newton just is simply asking the shit, but I be wondering, like, I can't really have conversation. He seemed like, I mean, he doing a podcast, so he interviewing. But you know, some Christians you can't even have a discussion with because judging. Like Cam Newton said, I ain't really trying to judge. You know what I'm saying? So he just really like is listening more so. But you know, some Christians I done gotten, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that shit be a waste of time. But I like how he letting Charleston get his shit off.
Gotta go to work. Mama got to go to work. Daddy cross town playing stepdaddy, making more babies. Who training us? Nobody. Mm. We're being indoctrinated at school and we're being programmed by the culture. Who's training us? So we can train up a child. That's why the kids ain't going no way, because ain't nobody training them. They're raising them. They're providing good homes, good clothes, good foods. But other than that, there's no training. Mm-hmm. That's why we're not in Boy Scouts. That's why we're not in ROTC. That's why we're not in no type of physical training to teach us how to do push-ups outside of sports. So as a kid, your parents are trying to introduce you to God, but you looking at the circumstances in a situation that y'all growing up in. So God ain't making sense to children no more. It ain't making sense. Whether I blessed, because when I go to school, the kids at school ain't blessing their food, but you got me blessing my food. It ain't making sense. Ain't nobody at school blessing their food, so I'm supposed to go to school and pray over my food. No, I ain't doing that, Mom. Mm. Because my peers supersede what you're trying to teach me if you don't have a bunch of money to buy my attention. So my mother was financially stable to buy our attention.
What your mom do?
My mom worked for General Motors, retired from General Motors. The backbone of America, the blue-collar worker, yes, in the 80s. In the 80s. So we were very financially stable. I had my own bedroom, homie, in the 3rd grade. I had my own phone line. I had the bunk bed, bed with the desk. I had the basketball goal. I had the remote control car. We had the Nintendo with the power pad, the duck hunting game. I had the Jabos. I had all the name brand stuff that a kid could want. But for one, Mom wasn't at home. She had to work. Mm. So she provided a great home life. But when we got out of school, she was going to work. Daddy retired from the Navy. He doing his own thing.
Were you raised in a household with your mom and your dad?
No, just Mom.
Were they ever together?
Yeah, they were together the first part of my life. Well, but that's a vague memory.
Yeah, but when you say first part,
I have no memory.
Okay, now do you think that had any type of trauma in your growth as a man?
The absence of a father in any child's life leaves a child hurt, but ultimately develops a child as an angry kid, and can't nobody explain why the little motherfucker just angry. That's the absence of a father.
But
so my brother.
You speaking as from the son's perspective or the female's perspective?
I'm speaking from the son's perspective. So both my brother and I grew up with just a good mother, a good loving mother. When I was 8 or 9 years old, homie, my brother looked at me and said, when I grow up,
hey, wouldn't y'all think it'd be both parents though? It's like, I get it. Y'all be like, everybody need a father. But let's just say he a single dad and you don't have a mother. You still gonna be just as angry. You have mommy issues. So basically both parents just be obviously needed. But I get we talking specifically on the father and shit.
Kill somebody. And said, when I grow up, I'm gonna kill somebody. Man, I looked at that nigga and ran downstairs. Mama, Kevin saved me, grow up, man. Boy, come here. What you mean? When I grow up, I'm gonna kill. And so she spanked him when she should have been exploring that anger. Long before a kid gets angry, they feel hurt. Nigga, where my dad at? Mama, where daddy at? What Tupac say? He heard mama crying. Mama, where my daddy at? Heard you crying late night through the bedroom door. And do you love me, mama? Why they keep on calling me nigga? Get my weight up with my hate and pay them back when I'm bigger. So that's the 12-year-old big body kid, nigga, that they done put in football that grandmama them scared of. When he get mad, he huffing and puffing. He kick the door. He punch a hole in the wall. He push his little sister down. Get that weight up with my hate. So just think about my brother saying this, nigga, I'm 8 years old, he 10. Nigga, he killed somebody at 17.
So, I'm trying to piece it all together.
So, the anger, right? So,
I would love to know how you get that anger out of the kid. How you get that kid to talk. Because we all probably witnessed an angry fucking kid who don't care. He just black out, he in his own world. He really just want to deep down and cry. And like he said, he just pushed his sister, he push motherfuckers, he push away his loved ones and say nobody care when the people trying to help him and shit. But I be wondering, how do you get them to relax and talk? That's just, I don't know, because I feel like it's important to heal these kids as much as you can, bro.
We hurt in the beginning, but before you hurt, you feeling unloved.
No, hold on, check that. Truth to that. But in your household, you raised by your mother, parents was never together. You guys, 3 boys.
Two boys.
So just you and your brother.
Just me and my brother.
2 boys. So you only got 1 sibling.
Yeah.
So,
but I had a sister come later in life when I was 13.
Okay.
So we got uncle, we got granddaddy, we got grandmama, we got aunts, we got cousins. So we got a big family.
Yes,
and we got males there. But they ain't the right kind of male. Granddaddy got a barber shop. Granddaddy went to the military. Granddaddy retired from Paul Lumber's yard. Granddaddy work at the bus barn. He the supervisor at the bus barn, but he pimping. He got all the hoes boosting and stealing. Granddaddy catch a major federal drug case and make the front page paper, right? So I remember my mother telling us when I was like in the 5th grade, don't go to school and tell nobody that's your granddaddy. His name Freddie White. My uncle is a pimp. My granddaddy got the barbershop. I'm growing up with granddad and uncle and them at the barbershop, seeing the hustlers and the players and the pimps. It's the black exploitation era. It's the 80s. So I got men in my life, but my mother is contrasting and countering what we're seeing.
Right.
She trying to raise us to be opposite of her brother and her daddy. So she's trying to instill good morals. But nigga, who fucks up the kids more than the bullshit uncles in the black family?
I'm assuming he gonna say the fathers, bro. But everybody be playing the part in the fucked up child, bro. He ain't gonna cap. Cause to be around that is just crazy. Of course, he gonna pick up on it. But it gotta be fucked up for the mothers who be trying. I'm trying to raise a good son and y'all fucking it up, but I can't help it because I gotta go provide. I can't be with him 100%.
Because Uncle Wayne is the bullshit uncles in the black family. Because Uncle Wayne is the pimp with the Rolls Royce. Uncle Wayne is the pimp walking through with the briefcase full of money, the trash bags of money. So as a kid, you see the dynamics of how the family treat Uncle Wayne. Everybody kiss his ass, and he a woman beater. So everybody kiss his ass. So it's no different than a D-boy uncle who in the household with the mama who got the favorite brother. He coming through with the pants sagging and the gun. The nephews and them is picking up these traits. As he stopped through and get us some money, get out with money, rub them on the head, let them ride in the car with the hoes and the bitches. So I was a little king, like the little kid Finesse 2-time guy. I was that little nigga with my uncle now, being exposed to this shit. So that's the dynamic of the loving single black mother who's God-fearing, who's trying to teach her kids good morals and values, but she don't have the time because she got to work and provide a good living for them.
And there's a missing piece in the father being
the absence of the father. Yeah. So the absence of the father, who's supposed to step in? An uncle, a cousin, somebody within the family. Figure. Within the family before she have to go out and get a coach.
Correct.
But nigga, there's no positive male figures. They teaching us the bullshit.
Toxic.
And they telling us don't listen to your mama. Boy, you gonna be a trick listening to your mama. So they really got you.
So as a child, you're battling different things. Don't listen to your uncles.
Let me ask you a question though. If his daddy was there, bro, let's say his father was present, he could still be like, my pop's a lame ass, square ass nigga. My uncle's getting to it. I see you going to work, you come home, and you just paying bills. You don't got no nice car, pops. You only dealing with my mama. You know what I'm saying? I don't see you flaunt no money. You can't never give me no money when I want to go get some shoes or something. But my uncles and them do it. So that's why I kind of like be like wishy-washy. Sometimes it's just about the kid, bro. What the kid want to pick up on. Because you got some kids who really like, hell no. I don't like my uncles and them. I don't like what they do. Because they like, let's just say they lover boys. So they don't like how they treat women. So they don't want to be around them. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. That's why I be like on the fence with the father shit. Sometimes I feel like you just grow up how you just grow up. You choose you choose how you want to be. But I do also believe people play a part in how a child grow up and is developed and groomed. You feel me?
And your uncle saying, don't listen to
your mama don't know what she talking about.
You see what I'm saying? You gonna be a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna be a man, da-da-da-da-da. We all go through those types of
So not only that, when mama leave, just like every other kid, what we do, we cut on that television. So now, when we cutting on the television, at this time, homie, gangsterism being introduced. Nigga, mama at home. And what I see on TV is being propagated. It's being glorified. Imagery, right? It's no more Big Daddy Kane's. There's no more Kid and Play. It's no more MC Hammer niggas dancing. Imagery is now being subjected to children through the hip hop culture.
The bad boy, the outlaw.
Come on, homie. NWA, the gangster. Nigga, fuck school. I pull a G about a week. Fuck school. Just that small line right there in a rap song. I pull a G about a week. Fuck school. That was KRS-One saying that. So when I cut off my television, nigga, them images that I see, that's like Uncle Wayne, the pimp.
Yeah, that's who you relate to.
Come on now. So now I'm spending the night over my homeboy houses. Nigga, they uncles is drug dealers and gangsters. They looking like the imagery. So now we're starting to take on the image.
This shit really sad as hell, bro. Like, because it's facts. I understand what he's saying. Like, damn, bro, we be our people, bro.
How do we learn the behavior of gangsters? Through the lyrics in the movies are now being shown to us. Now, rather than us wanting to play football, nigga, we want to be too sweet. We playing too sweet. The guy that can whoop everybody in prison in the movie Penitentiary. Instead of doing kung fu and doing karate, nigga, we playing high top and rocket on colors.
Hey man, look, I'm gonna just stop it right there, bro. Cause I feel like I'm going, which is not bad, get through this whole thing, but I want to break it up into parts. You feel me? So far, this is a good ass interview. I ain't gonna care. I see why I got even without it's still a good interview. I don't even want to put the numbers on it. I think so far this shit going real good. What he getting out of Charleston White, how calm Charleston White is. He ain't really trying to be funny. He just trying to, you know, be Charleston White. But yo, that's part 1. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And catch me on the next reaction.